Hey everybody, welcome to Shop to Chop. If you're brand new to this channel, thanks for tuning in. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. If I could remind you all, please hit subscribe. We got new content coming out as much as we possibly can, but welcome. The whole point of this channel is to show that a home cook can do anything with very simple ingredients, but also not much of a plan. So today we actually went to the Edmonds Farmers Market at Edmonds, Washington, and checked out the place. Got our inspiration from what was available. So today what we have is there was some beautiful breakfast radishes, some salad turnips. The snap peas looked fantastic. And I had a little bit of arugula left in my garden. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take those and create a really crunchy, fresh salad. So to that salad, we're going to add a whipped feta and herb kind of whipped feta with some green onions that we got from one of the market vendors. We're using Alvarez Organics and Frog Song as our primary produce for this salad. So what we're going to do with these is we're actually going to slice them on the biased. It's a pretty presentation, and we'll toss them in there. What's cool about this is that some of the peas actually pop out, and so you get these little bites of sweet pea that pop out. So it's not just the whole thing. So it just kind of allows just a better, more fun presentation. We're going to take this English cucumber. It's actually a Persian cucumber. And we're going to cut it really thin on the bias. So I got a salad turnip here from Frog Song Organic. Really mild. I'm going to take my little mandolin attachment, this little grater thing, but make short work of that. Regular radish. I'm going to take a breakfast radish and I'm going to go. You can do this on a normal mandolin or just with your knife. Just be real careful because you really want these super thin. Those mandolins will destroy your fingers. And then we just do a really kind of quick toss to get the vegetables separated. We're going to do a really quick salad dressing for our vegetables here. What I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to leave these in a normal salad dressing. I actually usually leave the onions, or I dice the onions up, but here I'm actually going to, just because they're so beautiful and I kind of want this look, I'm going to leave these as either moons or half moons, because I think it just will lend itself so much better to this, the end result of the salad will look like. But if you want to, that just doesn't want to cut. If you want to, you can dice this up. You can actually, if you can't find spring onion, use a shallot. So for this salad dressing, it's really simple. Got some lemon juice. Add a little white wine vinegar, Dijon mustard. Some people add a sweetener. I don't want to add a sweetener because I think these vegetables are going to lend themselves to be a little sweet. Add a touch of salt. Good twist of fresh cracked pepper. I'm going to mix that up together. I'm going to add these onions. I think these onions are going to lend some sweetness too. And then I'm going to coat everything in some roasted walnut oil. Do this, and we're going to shake it. And we're going to shake it some more. We're going to shake it some more. And all of a sudden, we're seeing an emulsification. And what that's also doing with the lemon juice and the vinegar, it's breaking down those onions a little bit so they're not so pungent and punchy. Okay, and we'll give this actually one good shake here before we dress our salad. But that's it. You could add thyme to this. If this is a basic salad dressing, if you wanted to dice a little bit of shallot instead of the green, you could use this ratio for any kind of salad dressing. Add any kind of herb you want to it. Add a little bit of honey, agave, brown sugar, balsamic, whatever you want to do. And this is a great basic dressing. And all you need is a jar with a lid. That's it. Okay. So we're going to make a really quick kind of whipped feta for the bottom of our salad. And I've got about 7 ounces. This is 7 ounces of feta. I'm only going to use, say, 3 ounces of it. So let's break off about 3 ounces of. So you can use crumbled feta for this, but again, when I've talked about cheese before, they add cellulose or starches to allow it to stay crumbled, because if not, the crumbles just stick together. So if you buy a pre-crumbled, it's going to be harder to accomplish this kind of what we're going to call a whipped feta. What we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to this, just about a tablespoon. Now you can do this in a food processor. We're going to add some ground pepper, just a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of turn this into a bit of a paste. So this stuff comes together pretty quickly. And what you want to do is you start to just whip it. You can use if you have a sturdy whisk, use a sturdy whisk. I'm using a spatula because I like the fact that it can break these chunks of cheese down. I'm going to add just a touch of lemon juice to this. And I like to put the bowl on the side because it allows you to get down and bring it back down. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this green onion that we got from Frog Song, give it a quick dice. So, tablespoon and a half. We're going to incorporate that. I'm going to put a spoonful just right down the middle of each plate. Now I'm going to smear the feta around the plate a bit. And do this organically, however you want it to look. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Remember, we've got these whole rings of onion in here. So what I want to do is I want to try to pull out those onion rings. See how much dressing they pull out? We don't want to overdress this salad. Now we give it the easiest toss in the world with your hands. Just set it right on top of that cheese. Make sure everybody gets a little bit of everything. So we've got our plate. Now here's the thing, so you can have this a lot creamier. You can have it without onions, whatever you want, but it's all up to you. I kind of like it, especially with feta. With ricotta, I like it smoother. With the feta, I like the texture that it brings. I'm going to add just a touch of black pepper. I'm going to do is what you do is with this, you take and just sweep it up like that. The sweet crunch of the vegetables, that bright dressing and that creaminess, they all just kind of combine to make this just this wonderful, great dish. And those spring onions aren't assertive. They got a nice bite to them as far as the lemoniness to them. It's just such a great dish. It looks elegant. It's healthy. It's really simple to throw together. I love working with this dish. So good.